welcome to Health, Wealth, Wine and Other Things. My name is Helen Barclay and this is, I think it's episode 5. I hope you've been enjoying them. If you haven't heard the previous ones, please go back and listen because I'm sure that you or someone you know will get something out of them. They're all under the theme of health, wealth, wine and other things. This week it was World Mental Health Day, and I thought that actually it would be really timely to have a chat about mental health, but more along the lines of how you can help yourself feel better about yourself, feel happier, mitigate symptoms of depression. Rather than having to resort to things like antidepressants. So with my nutritionist hat on, there's loads of ways that you can do that, and there's lots and lots of foods and supplements that will help you to boost your the chemical that actually helps your brain to tell you feel happier about yourself. So let me just go back a step. Serotonin is basically what they call the happy chemical, and it's a neurotransmitter, and it's basically what does make us feel happier. Now, a lot of people don't know, but 90% of serotonin is made in your gut. It is. And they all call the gut the second brain. So if your gut is not healthy, if it's not working properly, and just some simple ways that you can tell, do you get bloating? Do you get any stomach cramps? Do you get lots of wind? Those sorts of things, maybe diarrhea, constipation, all of those things suggest that your gut is not working properly. So it's really, really important that what you're doing to help with depression, feeling low, boosting your mood all actually revolves around the gut, because without that serotonin being produced, we're not going to be able to help ourselves. Okay, so gut health is so important for so many things because it's where everything starts. It's the key to all the different chemical reactions that happen in the body that help our bodies to function properly. So that needs to be functioning well. So let's start with some of the foods that help us to feel better about ourselves, but there's quite a few that help us to actually increase the production of serotonin in the gut too. Okay, so let's start with berries. Berries are antioxidants, so they're fabulous for getting rid of toxins out of the body, and toxins can have an impact on mood. There's a study that actually shows, and forgive me, I'm looking down at my notes because otherwise if I don't do that, I'll digress or I'll forget something. So there's been a study that shows that berries actually help to lower the risk of depression by a whopping 39%. So that's pretty incredible. So berries, you can incorporate berries into your diet really easily. In fact, I've got frozen berries in the freezer now, and what I do is I add them into my shake in the morning, and that's what I have first thing when I get up, and that's berries going in. Perfect. The other thing, fermented foods. Now, you may well have heard about this actually. Fermented foods got very trendy for a while. Kefir, kombucha are two, sauerkraut is another one. I wrote down another one as well, I think. Oh no, those are the 3 that I'd written down. But certain types of yogurt have got probiotics in, but do be careful that it's yogurt that's got probiotic in that's not got sugar in, because the sugar will counteract what the actual probiotic in the yogurt's doing. But the actual fermented foods are the best ones, okay? And what they actually do is they actually help to create a probiotic in the gut. It helps to boost the bacteria that's in the gut. It helps to feed the good bacteria and help that to proliferate. So if we've got lots of good bacteria in our gut, then we're going to have a healthy gut. If we've got lots of bad bacteria in our gut, we're going to have an unhealthy gut. So we want as much good bacteria as possible, and fermented food helps for that good bacteria to proliferate. So for a healthy gut, which helps with the production of serotonin, fermented foods is a good one. Next on my list are nuts and seeds. So nuts and seeds contain tryptophan. Now, tryptophan actually helps to produce serotonin. So again, we've got nuts and seeds going in, and they are great. They also contain essential fats, which are fantastic for brain health too. But they're also helpful. Essential fats are also helpful for things like weight loss, which I'll talk about in a second. So nuts, seeds, fantastic to add in. Now you could add those into some yogurt with a tiny bit of fruit. You could eat them as a snack on their own, but make sure you keep nuts like almonds and cashews down to a small amount, maybe no more than 12 in a portion, because they do contain lots of calories, so you don't want to be eating a whole packet of them. What else have I got down here? Dark chocolate, that's an interesting one. So dark chocolate is high in flavonoids, and it increases the blood flow to the brain. So that's quite a nice one to have in there, isn't it, rather than all these healthy foods. Now, dark chocolate genuinely is actually really good. It also contains lots of copper, which is fantastic for lots of chemical reactions in the body. Bananas, I hate bananas actually. I call them the devil's food, but I know that a lot of people do like them and they are a great snack. You have to be careful because they're quite high in sugar, so make sure you're eating them with some protein, just maybe 2 or 3 nuts or a small handful of nuts. They are high in B6, and B6 helps with the production of serotonin again, so that's a good one. Essential fats I touched on. So essential fats is where you'll get from foods like salmon, mackerel, sardines, nuts and seeds, as I just mentioned. Now, there have been studies that shown that essential fats do help with the reduction of depression, which is brilliant. What else have I made a note of here? Yeah, so essential fats can't be produced by the body, so you have to add them in. So adding them in as foods is great, but adding them in as supplements is really, really helpful, because the more of these essential fats you get in, they've got so many different roles that they play in the body, and they're really positive. Anti-inflammatory is a really big one. If your body is inflamed, if you've got lots of aches and pains, then essential fats will really support that. They also help with weight loss. So what happens is if you're taking in a good level of essential fats, it helps to slow down the digestive process, so you feel fuller for longer. So that's really great. Sorry, I've got 2 doggies in the background. I just heard one of them shake, and they'll probably start snoring in a minute. So forgive me if you hear funny noises. It's not me. I promise you. Beans and lentils. Now, beans and lentils were always a bit, what do I do with those? But they've become quite trendy in recent times, and there's loads of different recipes out there now where you can incorporate beans and lentils and have some really, really nice meals. I've got an amazing lentil dal dish. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. It's gorgeous and so good for you. Basically, they are really, really high in B vitamins. B vitamins are so amazing for our body, but they actually help with the production of serotonin. So again, really key for that whole antidepressant, helping to boost your mood. So those are the key foods that I've got written down here. If you can try and incorporate some of those into your diet, if you are struggling with low mood, depression, then they really are going to help. But what I would say to you is that it is really hard these days, particularly if your gut's not working properly, to get everything we need from our diet alone, and getting good quality supplements that help support your gut and your brain function is really, really key. And I'd be delighted to reach out and give you my top tips in a brief one-on-one consult, 10-minute chat, and I can tell you about the key supplements that will help with your gut and your brain health. Okay, and boosting mood, helping with depression. So please do reach out if you'd like to take advantage of that, and we can have a 10-minute chat and I'll tell you the best route for you to go down. I might actually well do a written blog post on this as well, because I think it's really important, because a lot of people don't necessarily, they're taking supplements that they think are helping them for their gut or think they're helping them for their depression, and they don't really know why they're taking or how much they should be taking or whether they're even taking the right supplement, because not all supplements are the same. It's really important you get those that are high quality and are not contain lots of nasties. That's really important. And a lot of the ones that I can get access to, I can actually access at wholesale price, and I really want to pass that wholesale price on to the people that I work with as well. So I'll be delighted to tell you about that. Oh, lovely. I had a glass of cava sitting next to me here because it's Sunday afternoon, and I've just emptied it. I've just knocked it over and emptied it into the drawer beside me, which was open. Oh, that's the job for when I finish. Anyway, and the dog started barking. It's all going off. Oh, goodness. This is a fun one, isn't it? She wants attention. It's because I'm not paying her any attention. I should have locked her out. Anyway, right, on that note, I'm going to stop. I've said most of what I wanted to say. Have a wonderful week. I hope you enjoy it. And if there's anything I can do, any questions, please do reach out. I'll be delighted to help you. Take care. See you soon.